And we are live. Whew, I'm out of breath after that one. But how's everybody doing? Happy Monday. I think it's been 2 or 3 weeks since I've done a live stream, and damn, do I miss it. It feels good to be back, in the words of Tony Stark. It's a quote that I've said countless amounts of time to start these live streams. But I hope everyone's doing well. It's Christmas week. It's freezing cold where I live right now. So my hands are actually pretty cold right now. So I don't know. There's a piece of information that, cool, my hands are cold. It's cold in this room. The heater's cranking. Yeah, that's all I got for you. That was a stream. No, I'm kidding. How's everybody doing? Let me know in the chat. Drop your questions, comments, concerns. We're what, 6 days out from Christmas, if I can do math? Yeah, 6 days from Christmas. Lots to look forward to. Cold weather coming in, at least where I live. I'm sure it's going to start to get chilly where all of y'all are as well, because it's just that time of year. And it's funny because I usually complain that it's always hot on Christmas Day where I live, because that is true. It usually gets up to like 60, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, it's going to be like 12 degrees. Pretty wild stuff. But on these pieces of paper right here, boom, I got 4 2022 movies. Actually, 3 2022 movies, one from last year. Digital codes. And throughout the stream, I will be giving them away. So stay tuned for that, for a chance to win some movies on digital that you guys can watch. So thank you for being here. There's 23 of you guys in here right now. Be sure to hit that like button. It helps out quite a bit. And again, if you want to guarantee that I get to your question, comment, or concern, because I'm going to try and get to as many of these as I can, Super Chat is the way to go. It'll pop up, and I'll be able to click it and answer your question, and it's a way to help support the channel. But yes, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into these questions. So let's do it. Hype. I like the Spider-Man logo. But yeah, that's hype right there, honestly. Scott, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, you filthy animal. Thanks for being here, Scott. Alex in the chat, what's going on, Alex? Hope all's well with you. Let's see. What do I think of the whole James Gunn situation? I'll be honest with you. I think that it's being blown out of proportion. Like, they brought in James Gunn, and I believe the name Peter Safran is the other guy. And like, they're rebooting a franchise. So I don't know why. It's not that big of a deal to me. Like, DC, I go on Twitter and I see all these people like, oh no, you can't take Aquaman from us. You can't take all these people from us. It's like, we haven't really been getting quality movies. I didn't know there were these diehard Aquaman fans out here. So I don't get it. I don't get like the backlash is what I'm saying. They're going to restart everything. Like, imagine if they did this with the MCU, it would make no sense to continue a lot of these stories. So I just hope they continue Peacemaker. That's my big thing. Anything else, I don't care. As long as Robert Pattinson's Batman's around, we're good. We're good. Which trailer did I enjoy more, Barbie or Oppenheimer? I enjoyed the Oppenheimer trailer more. I mean, I'm going to see both of those the same day they come out, but I'm more excited, I think, a little bit for Oppenheimer, just because I love Christopher Nolan. Obviously, still very excited for the Barbie movie, but Oppenheimer, it's a new Nolan movie. We haven't had one since Tenet, and that was a pretty damn, that was a damn fun time. So I'm going to have to say, yeah, Oppenheimer. Even though it's going to be a darker movie, there's no getting around that. It's going to be a darker movie, but it's going to make for a pretty interesting double feature. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and give one of these away. So we'll start with a banger. If you guys want Bullet Train, here's what I'll do. I'm going to try and do a trivia thing. That might be fun, because I'm in my hand right here. Boom, is the code for Bullet Train. You guys can own it and watch it. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. So let me know how you think I should do it in the chat, and I'll figure it out. But yeah, I'll get to Bullet Train giveaway in a second. But now I'm just thinking about what to do. I'm gonna look in the chat. Should I do like a trivia, or should I just do like, here it is, screenshot it? I don't know. Movie trivia, someone said. We'll do movie trivia. Let me think of a question though. Now the pressure's on. Here's what I'll do. Trivia. We're gonna look up hard movie trivia questions real quick. Hard movie trivia questions. Actually, these are all like the generic ones. So I'll think of one. I'll think of a question that, like, I've heard people talk about. It'll be kind of a generic one, but I'll think of one. I see you guys say trivia in the chat, and we'll get to it. Can I react to The Mandalorian Season 3 when it comes out? I'm not 100% going to, but the likelihood of me doing that is very high. I love The Mandalorian. It comes back, I think, March 1st, they said. And then March 15th is Jedi Survivor, right? So it's either that or it's flip-flopped. But Star Wars is going to have a huge, early half of next year. And I probably will react to The Mandalorian just because, again, thoroughly enjoy that show. And I really wish that I had been recording when Luke Skywalker showed up at the end of Season 2, because that was one of the greatest moments. And I was like shaking. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So definitely don't want to miss out on that if there's like a crazy moment like that. All right. Gavin's in the house. What's good, Gavin? What are your top 3 90s action movies? Good question. Die Hard with a Vengeance, I thoroughly enjoy. Speed is another one that comes to mind that I like from the 90s. I'm looking at my Blu-ray shelf, by the way, for help. 90s action movies. I'm not a huge Terminator guy. I know that's going to be a lot of people's answer. I mean, I don't dislike Terminator, but I've seen 1 and 2 once in my life, and this was probably 3 or 4 years ago now. Those are the 2 that come to mind immediately. I'm kind of blanking on any others off the top of my head, but 2 iconic ones are probably my favorite ones. Recorded Entertainment, what's good? Love the Santa hat profile pic. View with Drew, what's going on? Hector, how you doing? Oh, here's my trivia question. If you know what I'm referring to when I say name, or here there it is, name the movie that I'm referring to when I go Hector. If you can get that, you deserve to own Bullet Train. And the only qualification is Hector can't answer because Hector knows, because I've told him before. All right, it's kind of obscure, but not really. If you've been in the streams before, you know exactly what I'm referring to. But Hector, it's kind of like that. My impersonation is not great. It's not Coco. It is a Disney movie though, but is it animated or live action? That's kind of narrowing it down. I know a lot of you guys are going to say Coco because there's a character name, but it's more obscure than that. Got to think more obscure. It's the first name of a character, but the first name isn't really revealed until the 3rd movie in the franchise. This person goes by their last name. So it's kind of obscure. If you can get it though, you get Bullet Train. We have a super chat from Ian. Thank you, Ian. Means a lot. I love the Ant-Man on Anthony picture. And Mountain Drew. What a clean name for what a clean username, I should say. Thank you. We got it. I think we might have a winner. Wait, hold on. Alex, specify and you will win. If Alex specifies which film from said franchise, you will win Bullet Train. Thank you, by the way, Mountain Drew. But yes, you're in the ballpark. So now I'm literally monitoring the chat right now. Whoever's going to get it. Which Pirates movie am I quoting when I say Hector? If you get it, you get Bullet Train, and I'll give you the code. You are correct, Alex. Hector Barbosa is what I'm referring to. But can someone name the movie? Cam, you did it. Cam was the first one to say Outworld's End. You win. Here you go. Ready? I don't know how I can send this to you actually without it getting to everyone else. So Cam, if you have like Instagram or I'm gonna get a pen so I can write this down. If you have Instagram or comment on this a way I can email you or something, and I will get you the Bullet Train code. All right, back to the chat. By the way, 50 people in here. Hope everyone's doing well. Hit that like button, helps out quite a bit. And drop your questions. Super chat's the way to go to guarantee that I get to your question, comment, or concern. And good stuff on the Pirates 3. I don't know why it just kicked me out of my own stream, so apologies for that. That was probably weird for like 10 seconds. My bad. But we're back, I think. So how's everybody doing? All right, scrolling back up. Again, it kind of, because it just kicked me out of the stream, I scrolled weird and like booted me. Some of the chat disappeared, so this is the most up to date I am in the chat right here. I like the Johnny and Daniel pop figures. Thank you. Yeah, shout out Jacob for getting me the Johnny one, and then Cam got me Daniel. So now I have both Cobra Kai pops, and now I just need to get the the Karate Kid ones, which are rare. So slowly but surely, I might collect all of those. What are my thoughts on the future of the MCU from Cash Money? I don't know. I didn't love the MCU this year that much, so I'm kind of cautiously optimistic. That's kind of my answer. I'm not like hyped for a lot of things. I'm excited for 2024. That's going to be a great year. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? 100%, Trudy. It 100% is, and I mean, I will argue. Like, I mean, it is 100% a Christmas movie. So yes. Christmas is pivotal to the plot. Without a Christmas party, John McClane would not have been on a plane over to LA to go to Nakatomi Plaza for the Christmas party. Just wouldn't. I mean, they could have written some other holiday party or some other reason for him to be there, but it's Christmas. There's Christmas music. There's a lot of references to. I mean, it's a Christmas movie. It is. It's not a traditional Christmas movie, but that's okay. Frozen Think Studio, what's going on? Hey, Olivia, how you doing? Love the profile picture, by the way. Is that our boy, Joe Keery? I think it is. Keep Watch Burn from Hector. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Fablemans, and Mank. Keep Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Burn, Mank, and watch The Fablemans because I haven't seen The Fablemans yet. Joey says top 5 favorite Cobra Kai characters. By the way, insider info for everyone in here. I am fully caught up on Cobra Kai. So I've seen all of Cobra Kai. All my reactions are recorded. I'm just in the process of editing them all and posting a bunch of them early on Patreon and then getting them out, by the end of the year. But I've seen Cobra Kai. Isn't that cool? I know a lot of you guys are getting insider scoop, but yeah, I've seen it all. My top 5 characters. I'm gonna do like a tier list of all the characters when I start of 2023, we'll call it. But right now, in no order: Johnny, Robbie, Miguel. I'm honestly gonna throw a bone to Sam. I really like Sam LaRusso, and then I'll say probably Silver. I mean, he's a menace. So those 5 are the ones that come to mind for me. Honorable mention, our boy Stingray. Paul Walter Hauser in the house. What a legend he is. But yes, those are 5 to 6 off the top of my head. Going to be a fun tier list ranking when I get to that in January. Really looking forward to it. By the way, thank you guys for being here. I mean, the mood, honestly, like I was kind of, I don't know, I wasn't in the best mood, but like earlier I had like a weird headache. All of that has been alleviated by hopping on this live stream just because you guys are the best. Thank you for showing up, showing support. And I love hanging out, answering these questions. So keep them coming. This is a lot of fun for me. I'm trying to get to as many as I can, by the way, because I know there's a lot of you guys in here. So I'm scrolling. Super chat's the way to go to guarantee that I do get to yours. Your question, comment, or concern. It's also a way to help support. All right, let's see. Favorite 80s teen movie? The marquee ones that come to mind. I mean, you've got the staples, the Mount Rushmores, the Breakfast Clubs, the Ferris Bueller's Day Offs of the world. But I'll say Karate Kid, the Karate Kid, because it's an 80s teen movie. Back to the Future, less of a teen movie to me, but the Karate Kid, I'll say. There you go. My next Cobra Kai reaction should be out tomorrow. Official Meg's in the house. What's going on, man? Hope all's well with you. Hello, Hellfire Club. By the way, again, shout out the profile picture. Gotta love it. What's my favorite movie of all time? It's a lot of different movies, honestly. It's constantly kind of changing, but I don't answer this question that much, to be honest with you, but I will answer it today just because I'm in a good mood. It's probably the original Star Wars, now A New Hope. But Remember the Titans is my favorite sports movie, and The Lion King. Shout out Meters Reviews for sending this, by the way. What a great gift. What a great dude. I don't know who's in here right now, but shout out Meters Reviews. Everyone go subscribe. He sent that out, and it was really cool. Really kind of him. So Lion King is my favorite animated movie, and that's probably a top 10, 15 for me. But again, I love a bunch of different movies, and it's hard for me to pinpoint. I've never made a definitive ranking on this channel of my favorite movies. I want to do that one day, maybe, but never made a definitive, like, here's my top 10 movies of all time. One day, maybe. We'll see. Water break. A lot of you guys were guessing Coco. You were in the ballpark, so I mean, I respect it. Dark Knight or the Batman? The Batman. The Batman for me. The Dark Knight's a great movie, but the Batman, I give the slight edge just because I prefer that darker detective Batman a little bit more. Who's the most famous celebrity you've ever met? I haven't really met a ton of celebrities. To me, I met Kirby Smart. He's the head coach of the Georgia Bulldogs. That was really cool. It's my favorite football team of all time. But in the movie TV realm, I mean, I met Sam Witwer, who voices Maul in the Clone Wars. He's also in a bunch of other like video game type things. He does a lot of mocap stuff. He's also Starkiller in the Force Unleashed video games. But I met, to me, celebrities like Christian Harloff and Mark Ellis were the coolest to me. That was amazing. That was like the coolest interaction I've ever had with someone that I truly look up to and admire. Christian Harloff and Mark Ellis, without question. I met Leah McHugh, who plays Sprite in Eternals as well. And I met Carrie Elways briefly. Got a picture with him at a Comic-Con. So that was cool, but it was so brief. So those are the celebrities I think I've met, unless I'm forgetting something. But those are my answers. Do I think there should be a third Top Gun? Absolutely not. Perfect ending after 2. Don't need to touch the franchise anymore, in my opinion. Obviously, you could make some money with it, but it's good. It's a good resting place, No need to continue the story. Let's see. All right, scrolling through here. Yeah, the 100% there's going to be a season 6 of Cobra Kai. I think it should be the end. I'm gonna be honest. I say this in my season 5 finale reaction, but I think that it was a good stopping point. They could have, made the season 5 finale 30-ish minutes longer, a little extra closing time ready, but excuse me, they really beautifully wrapped up. Pretty much everyone's arc came full circle in the final season. So in the final episode, sorry, but I don't know why they would like want to ruin it. Like, I thought it was a really good ending. By the way, apologies if I do sound a little laggy right now. It's because the Wi-Fi signal's up, and so I'm like, oh no, can you guys hear me? But I think you should be able to. So I might have just lagged for a second, but who knows? Most anticipated movie of 2023 is Indiana Jones 5, aka Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Without question, 100%. That is my most anticipated movie of the year. And by the way, sneak peek, I will have a most anticipated movies of the year for 2023 coming out on New Year's Day. So stay tuned for that. All right. I feel a sneeze coming on, so like warning. I don't know. It could come out of nowhere. It's creeping up as we speak. Hold on. Nope, we're good. Wait. Yeah, there was no escaping that one. By the way, 58 people in here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm having a damn good time. I hope you guys are as well. Hit that like button, comment some questions, and if you want to guarantee that I get to your question or comment or concern, Super Chat is the way to go. Also, a way to help support the channel. All right. Trying not to sneeze again. Favorite movie of 2023? Well, 2023 hasn't come out yet. The year is not here, so I can't say that. For this year, though, for 2022, Top Gun Maverick is my favorite movie of the year. That really isn't even a spoiler for the list that I'm going to... I mean, like, you guys know. I did see the trailer for Oppenheimer. I have a trailer reaction for it on my channel. Who's the better villain, Vader or Joker? Darth Vader, for sure. Both are great, but Darth Vader. Do I prefer Cobra Kai over Stranger Things? I do not, but I still really, really enjoy Cobra Kai, and it was one of the most fun times I've had watching a show. First time in my life I've ever documented every episode that I watch, and I feel like I'm going to really look back fondly on that experience and like go back to the moments and be like, oh my gosh, I can relive the first time I watched this. So really enjoyed that. I'm looking to do more show reactions as we head into the new year. It's going to be exciting. 60 people in here, by the way. Hit that like button, guys. That helps out. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good week. And I am on the brink of a sneezing attack as we speak, so trying to avoid that. I have not seen Bad Santa, Cole, but that's Billy Bob Thornton, right? I haven't seen it, though. Very nice, Alex. I would love to have that pop. The OG Johnny, the OG Miyagi, and the OG Daniel. Favorite Thor movie? Got to go Thor Ragnarok, even though I don't love the movie as much as I used to. Let's see. Ant-Man 3 expectations. Kang to be a badass villain. That's really it. I don't expect much. I mean, I think it'll be a fun movie. Fun usually is a word that I associate with Ant-Man, so we'll see. But yeah, Jackson, yes. I think that Top Gun Maverick's the best movie of the year, for sure. Speaking of Top Gun Maverick, I have a digital code for Top Gun Maverick right here. Boom. So if you guys can tell me, actually, no, I'll say this. Drop your favorite Top Gun Maverick quote if you want a chance to win Top Gun Maverick on digital, and I will pick one. There you go. So I'm just going to pick at random. I'm going to try and find one when I get down there in the chat. All right. I have not played God of War. Let's see. What's up, Daniel? How you doing? If so, Die Hard is one of the only Christmas movies you can watch anytime. You can watch Home Alone anytime of year. You can watch a lot of Christmas movies any time of year, in my opinion, just because. But yes, I see what you're saying. The first time I watched Die Hard was in July, so I mean, fair, but it's a Christmas movie. Just like, I don't get why even it's a big deal. Like, I think it's a Christmas movie just because it's like set on right on Christmas essentially, and like it's a Christmas movie. Like, it's not like what defines a Christmas movie. You know what I mean? Because a Christmas movie, say like the Santa Claus is a Christmas movie, right? But what is it if you want to strip Christmas from it? Like it's like a family drama type thing, right? With some comedy, like a family movie. I mean, like a lot of the movies are comedies, like The Grinch. Like they're Christmas movies. That's part of the bigger genre, though, you know. So, Die Hard's a Christmas movie, but it's also an action movie. Like, first and foremost, it's an action Christmas movie. Violent Night, action Christmas movie. So I don't get it. I don't get it. It's a Christmas movie. Let's see. Who's the strongest character in Cobra Kai? If you had asked me at the beginning of season 5, I would have said Chosen, but now, I'll be honest, it might be. That's tough. I mean, at a point, I would say Terry Silver. At a point, I would say Johnny. At a point, I would say Danny Boy. So it's hard. One of those three, I'd say maybe. But again, really tough. All right, let's see. Favorite superhero movie, not specifically Marvel and DC, but those do count. My favorite superhero movie is probably, I'll give you one for like every category. My favorite animated superhero movie is probably The Incredibles over Spider-Verse, which is crazy, right? My favorite DC movie is probably The Batman or The Dark Knight. My favorite Marvel movie, MCU, is Infinity War. My favorite non-MCU Marvel movie is probably Spider-Man 2002 with Green Goblin, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. Keep, Watch, Burn, Whiplash, La La Land, Babylon. Damn, this is a great one, and I can answer it now because I have seen Babylon. Check out my review; I have it on the channel. I Weaver's Pen. Okay, so I'm keeping Whiplash. That's my favorite of the three. That is a top 5 to 10 movie for me. So I'm keeping Whiplash. It's also the most rewatchable to me. I'm watching La La Land, and I hate to say it, but I'm burning Babylon, but I love Babylon. Babylon, I gave a 5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Loved Babylon, but I've only seen it once, and I've seen the others multiple times. So as it stands today, on one watch of Babylon, I'll burn it, but I love them all, if that makes sense. So there you go. Let's scroll through the chat real quick. Lewis is in the house. I think I see Lewis. I'll get to some of those questions in a sec, but Lewis, shout out Lewis. How you doing? Welcome in, I should say. Let me see. By the way, if you guys are in here and you want to guarantee I get to your question or comment, Super Chat is the way to go. It's also a way to help support the channel. And I'm going to get to as many of these as I can. I'm going to do a little speed round. You ready? Here we go. Best Christmas movie, Home Alone. Favorite movie franchise? Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. The vibes of the original Star Wars trilogy are my favorite, but Star Wars as a whole, I can't say because there are too many. I don't know. It's like the most consistent movie franchise. I just got done rewatching, and it's Harry Potter. That's the most consistent from beginning to end, but my favorite, like vibes wise, is probably Star Wars. And again, if I skip some of these, it's because I already answered them or they're like repeat questions. Thoughts on Hawk now? I really like Hawk. He's not a top 5 for me, but I really do like Hawk. He's come so far. One of the better written characters, I would say, especially for like his arc. I mean, he went from one of the most hateable to just a really likable, funny dude. So yeah. Do I like Eminem? Sure, yeah. I like Eminem. I like 8 Mile. That's a good movie. And I don't like know all of Eminem's songs, but I've listened to a bunch of them in my life. So yeah. Let's see. What's good, Dakota? How you doing, man? Welcome in. Did I like Wednesday? I thoroughly enjoyed Wednesday, man. I think it's one of my. It's tough. I was gonna say it's one of my favorite shows of the year, but I don't know how. Like, it might not be a top 5 show though. I've seen a lot of good TV this year. It's probably top 10, but I've seen a lot of really good TV. I mean, I'm thinking Stranger Things 4, Ozark, Barry, The Bear, Better Call Saul, Peacemaker. There were so many good shows. The Boys, I mean, there was a lot. So I don't know where I would put it in my list. I'm going to do a top 10 near the end of the year, but I really, really liked Wednesday and recommend it highly to anyone who has not seen it yet. The finale of Cobra Kai was absolutely insane. Everyone who said it was the whole time, you guys were right. It was insane, and it lived up to the hype and everything, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I dug it. Dug the hell out of it, actually. So, all right. Back on the speed round. Here we go. Where was I? There I am. Let's see. All right. Favorite season of Cobra Kai? I'm going to do a ranking. I don't know for sure. I have to think on it a little more. But I really like season 5. That's what I'll say for now. I already watched the Wednesday show, so I won't be doing reactions to it. Cobra Kai or Wednesday, I mean, Cobra Kai, we got 5 seasons in a whole world. We only have 1 season of Wednesday, so I lean Cobra Kai there for sure. You haven't seen Lion King, you got to watch it, but not the 94 version, the animated one, not the garbage one from 2019. Can't stay in that movie. Let's see. What's the most overrated Christmas movie besides A Christmas Story? Because you know how I feel about that one, right? I'm going to say the most overrated, and I mean this with no disrespect to fans of this movie because there are a lot of them. I don't hate this movie. I think it's a good Christmas movie. It's just one I didn't grow up with and don't find over the top, hilarious, funny. Christmas Vacation. I'm just going to say it. Pull the band-aid off. Again, positive on the movie overall. I just didn't. I think it's overhyped, if that makes sense. Good day to you, sir. How are you? I see your profile picture, by the way. I know you. What do they say? Live long and prosper. Welcome in. Always good to see you here, man. Sam Witwer's goated. Yeah. I can't do the Kenobi, but his Kenobi Allen Rebels, my God, it's incredible. Besides Georgia, who has the best shot of winning the Natty, I would say probably Michigan because. I mean, I think they will. I don't know. I think Ohio State's going to lose to Georgia, obviously, so they have the least chance. But TCU, if they end up playing Georgia, I just think it's a mismatch. Michigan, Georgia, it'd be interesting. I don't know. I just think Georgia's going to win it all, and I'm like never this confident in my team because I'm like nervous, but truly so confident in Georgia repeating. I hope that they can get it done. So 2 games to go. If they win, the semifinal, which I think they will, then they go to the national championship. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to take a quick sip of water, by the way. Water is a good thing. All right. Let's see. You can only save one. DC, Marvel, or Star Wars? Star Wars. Andor is fantastic. We've got The Mandalorian coming out. We've got The Bad Batch coming out. I've got my favorite movie of all time and my favorite trilogy of all time. The prequels, the Clone Wars. So much content that is actually quality. DC, you've got some bangers here and there. Marvel, lots of misses lately. I resonate more with Star Wars. I have my whole life. So Star Wars for me. Yes, it was definitely annual rewatch time. Harry Potter, it's always fun to rewatch. For those asking about Cobra Kai favorite season, I'll have a video ranking that pretty soon. Lewis in the house again. Shout out Lewis. Thank you for stopping by as always, Lewis. Who will win the Sakai Takai? Which again, I am so bad at pronouncing things in Cobra Kai sometimes, but that is the world tournament that they might be having in season 6, which I think they probably will. I think Miyagi-Do's got to win it. That's how you have to end the show. Miyagi-Do. And with a positive note, is it predictable a little? Yeah, but you got to do it. Come on now. Let's see. I watched your first Cobra Kai reaction the day it came out, and I've watched every single one same day since. Well, thank you very much. That means a lot. That's crazy. That was all the way back in August. So thank you for your support over the last few months. I said this in my season 5 finale reaction, which again, that's coming out in a few weeks, or not a few weeks, by the end of the year. It's been an incredible journey, and thank you to the Cobra Kai fandom for those of you in it who welcomed me with open arms, because it was a lot of fun falling in love with the show, talking to you guys in the comments. I really enjoyed it. So the Cobra Kai journey, it's up there. I had so much fun with it. Favorite Christian Bale movie? Probably like, I mean, let's just be real. It's The Prestige or The Dark Knight for me. Both Christopher Nolan movies. Ford v Ferrari, I love as well. The Fighter's great. Those two just come to mind immediately for me. Thank you so much for support, Lewis. Again, you're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna bring you down. What's up, Clayton? How you doing? Opinion on No Way Home? I still love it. I've seen it, I think, 7 times or 6 or 7 times, and I mean, it's been over a year since it came out, which is insane to say out loud. But I love No Way Home. It brought the 3 Spider-Man together on the big screen, but it's the best portrayal of Spider-Man in the MCU. So I dig it. We're gonna have a white Christmas. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the coldest Christmas in my life. So yeah, it's like snow a lot of places in the world, and it's gonna be really cold, like freezing cold where I live, which is not the case usually. So I'm excited about that personally. Usually it's kind of warm on Christmas At least, in the past few years, it's been warm, but I'm very excited that it's going to be a freezing cold Christmas. So looking forward to that. By the way, let's do a little speed round after I take this sip of water. All right. Again, if I skip some, it's because I've already answered them. So apologies. I'm getting to as many as I can. Super chat's the way to go to guarantee that I get to your question, comment, or concern. By the way, hit that like button if you guys are in here right now. Let's get to 51 likes if we're not, because there's 51 people in here. And be sure to subscribe if you're not. And again, bring in your questions, comment questions in the chat. Heath Ledger, Joaquin. I'm so flip-floppity on this, but I think I start to lean Ledger. I've said them both on live streams, but I mean, Ledger is phenomenal. Even though they're both great, I might have to lean Heath Ledger. Who's the breakout star of the year? I'd say Jenna Ortega. Great choice, Lewis. Because yeah, she had multiple roles. I mean, she had Scream, X, and Wednesday. She's up there for sure. Wow. I mean, I can't think of another one. I mean, I think this is, I'm just gonna say it. I think Joseph Quinn is a breakout star of the year. I mean, he came in to the scene relatively unknown, and became a megastar within the Stranger Things fandom and on social media, and anything he's attached to now it's gonna have buzz. It's gonna have buzz. He's in the new Quiet Place movie, the prequel, I believe, called Day One. I think Joseph Quinn has to be up there for sure. But Jenna Ortega is a great pick too. Show reaction for Mindhunter. I'll definitely jot that down and possibly do it because I'm looking for a bunch of shows to react to as we head into the new year. I've seen all of the Cobra Kai now, Frozen Things Studios, and I have all my reactions recorded, backlogged, ready to edit, so I'm excited. All right, speed round time. I love The Great Escape. It's one of my favorite movies I watched with my dad growing up. It's a classic. Most overrated Batman film. Batman Returns. Batman Returns, the ones from the 80s. They're very overrated in my opinion. By the way, the Wi-Fi might be weird right now, so apologies. I don't know. It's showing me the little logo, so I don't know if I'm lagging right now. I'll kind of wait a second before I keep going. But yeah, definitely one of those two. I used to say The Dark Knight, but I was crazy. I've always loved The Dark Knight, but I used to be like, oh, The Dark Knight's a little overrated, which is just BS. Am I hyped for the Hunger Games prequel? I'm really excited for it. Yeah, Rachel Zegler is in it, and Tyrion Lannister, aka Peter Dinklage, is in it. So, of course, yeah, I'm excited for that. So that comes out in November. Alex, yeah, Ant. I see you guys. Okay, now we're getting into it, and I have to pick one. I have to pick one of these. Okay, I see. Oh man, this is tough. I like this one. This is from Ed Harris's character. So Eli, you have won the Top Gun Maverick digital. Message me on Instagram or Twitter, or leave a comment with like an email or something, and I will get you the Top Gun Maverick digital code. I remember that line. That's pretty early on in the movie too. So yeah, I like that one. Outside the box. But yeah, thank you guys all for again dropping your quotes. Top Gun Maverick, movie of the year in my opinion. Gotta love it. I actually am avoiding watching this, Lewis, because I want to be blown away by that, like by the trailer and then by the first time I watched it on the big screen. But I did see the video of Tom Cruise jumping out of the plane promoting like Top Gun Maverick being on Paramount Plus, which is wild. That dude's insane. He's like he's the craziest movie star around, without question. All right, let's see. I like your durability poster. Well, thank you. Thank you. And I have Eddie right here too. It's just kind of covered up. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yes. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Thoughts on Terror the villain? Fantastic villain. One of the better in not one of the best in Cobra Kai, without question. More excited for Deadpool 3 or Stranger Things 5? Gotta go Stranger Things 5, Lewis. That's my most anticipated thing ever. That and Indiana Jones 5. But it's different levels of hype. And Stranger Things 5 is going to be the best season. I think that's going to be one of like the best finales ever, if not the best. And I think it'll have the most hype and most watched like numbers ever. Like we're talking Game of Thrones finale level hype. It's going to be crazy. Thank you. Thank you. I took the thumbnail, or Cam took the thumbnail photo of me at the Harry Potter exhibition or exhibit. So that was cool, honestly. All right, let's see. Sorry, I was looking at something. Favorite video game? NCAA Football 14. forever. All right. Let's see. All right. I might skip around a little bit here because I've answered some of these already. Keep, watch, burn, American Psycho, The Dark Knight, and Fight Club. I will keep The Dark Knight. I will watch. That's tough. I'll probably have to watch Fight Club and burn American Psycho, but I do like American Psycho. It's really solid. It's fun to quote and like kind of make fun of. All right, let's see. Peace, Lewis. Have a good night. Thanks as always for stopping in. You're the best, man. Much love, Lewis. Excited for Transformers. Yeah, this movie, I mean, like, it'll be okay. I'm not a diehard Transformers fan. I mean, I'll probably watch it, but I'm not super pumped for it. But I am excited for Oppenheimer, which has potential to be one of the best of next year. And I do have a trailer reaction, so check that out if you have not already. I just broke a rubber band on my fingers, and it startled me. I don't even know where it came from. It was like a tiny little black rubber band. I think it was from my headphones. All right. We got Star Court Food Court in the house. Welcome in, my friend. How are you? Let's see. Most overrated Netflix show. I don't even know. I can't think of one off the top of my head that I like watched and was like, this is so overrated. Maybe Squid Game, but it's still good, if that makes sense. Like Squid Game is a really good show. I still don't, I think it was just a phenomenon why it became so big so fast. I still really like it though. To answer this again, yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. And Cam's actually going to be watching this for the first time. We're going to do a little video. That should be coming soon, so I'm excited about that. Rose Bowl predictions. Give me Utah. Utah over Penn State. Close game, though. That's usually a fun one. I think it'll be an interesting little shootout game, but yes. Shout out Cam for taking the picture. By the way, Cam and I will be making a return with the podcast in the new year, so look forward to that. It's been quite some time, but it feels good. It's going to be good to get back in the saddle. I'm excited for the DC universe, more so just the Robert Pattinson Batman. I don't know if that's going to be connected to it or not, but it's hard to see the vision right now. I'm sure they're going to lay it out kind of plain and simple to us, but it's hard to like get super, super pumped for anything DC right this second, just because they're kind of scrapping everything. So I don't even know why they're releasing a lot of the stuff next year. I think they should just not release it if they're not going to continue, but who's to say? I'm new to the channel. Have you seen the show Stranger Things? I actually haven't heard of this one. No, haven't heard of this one. Oh, man. That was funny. Stranger Things is goated. Favorite crime thriller movie? Favorite crime thriller movie? A lot come to mind when you say that. An underrated one, not my favorite, but a crime thriller type movie, Collateral. One I've really had the urge to rewatch lately. Collateral is a fantastic movie. Prisoners, fantastic movie. It's on Netflix now, I believe. Crime thriller. A classic one, Seven, not one of my absolute favorites, but it's. I'm looking at my, just thinking, Seven's a great movie, dark as hell, but those are some crime thrillers that come to mind. Georgia's gonna kill. Let's see, Ohio State, Michigan is the only challenge. Yeah, I think Georgia's gonna be like I said, but it's gonna be interesting to see. First time they've played one in my life, so that's cool. I have not seen Del Toro's Pinocchio yet. I need to get around to that. There's a lot of 2022 movies I haven't gotten around to yet. Do I think The Mandalorian's overrated? Hell no. I love The Mandalorian. I think it's the best live-action Star Wars show for me over Andor, even though Andor's fantastic too. I've never seen The Shape of Water. Wakanda Forever, Iron Man 3. I think I probably prefer Wakanda Forever, but I don't know, actually. Got to rewatch both movies sometime soon. I like Tony Stark better than anyone in Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever might be a little better because I don't love Iron Man 3 or 2. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Let's see. I'm definitely still thinking about reacting to Arcane 100%. That might be one of the next shows I react to as we approach the new year. So stay tuned for that, definitely. I love Eddie from Stranger Things. I think he's a very overhated character that became really popular because he was such a great character that a lot of people resonated with. And a bunch of people just started to hate on it, and I don't get it. Like, I love Eddie. Eddie's fantastic. Let's see. Let's see. I have seen Avatar: The Way of Water. I don't really care for it. Visually stunning, of course, but excuse me, I just don't really care about anyone in the movie. And I was not that compelled by the story yet again, unfortunately. But I know a lot of people love it, and more power to those people who do. Favorite James Bond movie? Ooh, Casino Royale and Skyfall. Flip a coin. That's tough. Andor among the best of all live action Star Wars movies. It's better than the sequel trilogy. I don't know. I love The Force Awakens. It's tough. That's a tough one. Comparing a show to a movie has always been hard for me, but it's better than Last Jedi, better than Rise of Skywalker, without question. Better. It's not better than the original trilogy to me, just because I love it so much. It's probably better than Phantom Menace and Clones. I don't know if it's better than Revenge of the Sith. It's tough. It's tough. Creators are saving, playing the best around for the I know you and I have talked about this before, but yeah, I think they should play that in like the finale episode of the show, like a training month. Oh, they have to. They have that in their back pocket too. They already know. Let's see. Favorite Christmas song? White Christmas is great. Rocking Around the Christmas Tree is another one I love. Last Christmas, I've been listening to a lot lately. And the new one from the Guardians Holiday Special. I don't know what Christmas is, but Christmas time is here. That one slaps lately. Favorite color? I like red. Red's a good color. Red, but I also like blue. Robert Pattinson or Christian Bale as Batman? I go Robert Pattinson. I like Robert Pattinson as an actor a lot too, though, so it's kind of tough. Best streaming service besides Netflix? Probably HBO Max, honestly. They have a lot of quality original content, but also a really good catalog of movies. Is the season 5 finale your favorite episode in Cobra Kai? Maybe not my favorite episode in Cobra Kai, but in season 5, yes. Because I love the season 3 finale, the season 2 finale, a few episodes from season 4. So it's tough, but I do love that episode a lot. Let's see. Favorite Netflix original show and film? Show is Stranger Things. Film? I mean, Netflix original movie, I'm blanking. The Irishman I really like. To answer a question, I do like Martin Scorsese movies, someone asked. The Irishman's good. The Adam Project was a fun one this year. Those are some that come to mind. Inception or Interstellar? I go Inception. Both movies, masterful for different reasons, but I lean Inception over Interstellar. That's just me, though. Let's see. By the way, hit that like button if you guys didn't hear. It means a lot. And I'm going to do another digital code giveaway for everything, everywhere, all at once on digital. All you have to do to win this one is tell me your favorite movie of the year, and I will pick someone at random. Everything, everywhere, all at once on digital. All right. Let's see. Should Henry Cavill join the MCU? 100%. Henry Cavill has so much charisma. He's meant to be a leading man, and I think the MCU should just get him right now while they can, because DC screwed themselves by not keeping him around. So, yeah. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just looking at the chat here. All right. Keep watching Burn Clone Wars Rebels, man. No, this is tough. I think I actually have to keep. Like, there's so much rewatch value in a lot of the Clone Wars arcs, and like you got the Siege of Mandalore and the Bad Batch introduction, and it adds so much to the movies that I'd probably have to keep that so that I could rewatch things. I would probably have to watch Mando and Burn Rebels, but I love all three. To answer your question 4 or 5 times, yes, I'm excited for Cobra Kai season 6. Keep Watch Burn. Assuming I've seen them, I don't know. This is hard to answer because I haven't seen the movies. They haven't come out yet. I'll just rank them by excitement, though. Flash is at the bottom, then Ant-Man 3, then Guardians 3. Guardians 3, I think, has potential to be a great, great MCU movie. To cap off a great MCU trilogy, even though I'm not too crazy about Guardians 2, I love the first Guardians for sure. Favorite Funko Pop? Right there, Indiana Jones. Shout out, Can't Forget It to Me from Temple of Doom. Predictions for the hyped Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. I couldn't even tell you who's in the game. And I literally, on the 3 and Out podcast, which I have one, sports college football podcast, you guys should check it out, 3 and Out. I don't even remember who I picked because I don't remember who's in the game. That's how forgettable a lot of these bowls are. But that name, unforgettable. If you're asking for my prediction, I think TCU might pull it out, but Michigan's probably going to win. But I still pick TCU just because I'm a believer in that underdog story. All right. How many Funkos do you have? I think I have like 80 something. I looked in the app, 80 to 90 maybe. I have a bunch over there that are off screen now. Like I redid that side of my room, so I'll probably do an updated movie room tour at some point. But I've what's the word I'm looking for? Downsized in the background for more posters instead. Black Adam or Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever, and it's not even close. I have seen The Usual Suspects. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that it didn't exist. I think I got that quote right, but yeah, great film. Great film. I need to rewatch it though. It's been years. Batman Infinity War. Infinity War for me personally. Let's see. Rank these. Bale, Spielberg. I'm gonna throw Bale out because he's the one that's not a director. Spielberg, Fincher, and Tarantino. I'd put Spielberg 1, Tarantino 2, David Fincher 3. All three have some elite movies though, so I have to say that. Keep watch Burn, The Boys, Stranger Things, Cobra Kai. I'm keeping Stranger Things, and then honest to God, I think I'm gonna have to burn The Boys. Sorry guys, I love The Boys, but I'm gonna have to watch Cobra Kai over it just because it makes me feel something a little bit more. I get more invested in the characters. The Boys might be a better constructed show, but Cobra Kai, it's just awesome. I'm just gonna be real. It's just awesome. I love it. I think the best Star Wars show created by Disney Plus is Andor. It's up there, right? I mean, it probably is the best, right alongside The Mandalorian, both of them for sure. The Boys is definitely worth watching, even though I said I would just burn it. It's definitely worth watching. I love The Boys. Let's see. Do you think Ken will show up in season 2 of Loki? Who the hell's Ken? I might just expose myself as a fake. Is Ken someone from Loki season 1? I haven't seen Loki season 1 in so long, so I might have just outed myself as a fake Loki fan, but I barely remember Loki. When did that come out? 2021 summer. I watched half the episodes at 3 in the morning. I haven't rewatched Loki. I'm serious. Can someone please tell me who Ken is, unless I'm just an idiot? Is Ken the dude from the desk? Is Ken the dude who had like the paperweight Infinity Stones? Kang? Did Kang? You know what? Maybe you meant Kang. That's what I'm gonna say. If you meant Kang, I think we probably will see Kang. I was confused. I think Kang is what you meant to say. I'm gonna go with that. Kang the Conqueror. I think Kang will be in season 2. I have not seen The Whale. I've heard great things about the performances, though. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, if it gets boring, just take a nap. I had some popcorn to entertain me when I watched that movie. Are you excited for The Last of Us TV show, and have you played the game? I have not played the game, but I do plan to play the game very, very, very soon because the show comes out in less than a month. So I need to play The Last of Us in order to watch the show because I feel like it'd be wrong to watch the show without having played the game. Goose23, how the hell are you doing? We were talking about Inception earlier, by the way. That profile pic. Shout out Inception. AC/DC is a fantastic band. If you know what's your favorite song by AC/DC, they've got a ton of bangers. An underrated song is called Night Prowler by AC/DC, but my favorite, and this is just my love for Tony Stark, my favorite's probably Shoot to Thrill, which, by the way, Iron Man 2 opening, I have, after it like does a little thing where it shows like the credits sort of, and then it shows Ivan Vanko Whiplash. It shows like Tony, he jumps out of the plane, he lands. I have the Funko Pop of him like unsuiting at the expo. I love Iron Man 2. I like talking about the early phase MCU stuff. Like that's childhood for me. Like I was like 10, 11, 12 when like I was 12 the year the Avengers came out. Like I turned 13 later in that year. Like that's like childhood stuff for me, like teen years, early teen, like that, like the early MCU. I love it. I love it. Back when it was an event to go to the movie, like you got 2 a year, maybe 1. That was a time. Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, or Elf. I'll go Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, and then Elf if I'm ranking them. Peace, Eli. Have a great night. I also have the Top Gun Maverick digital code if you want to reach out. Memento or Prestige? I go the Prestige. Personally. The Unusual Couple podcast is coming back. We just took a little hiatus. We'll be back, though. We'll be back. Go subscribe. I have it on my channel page on my YouTube, so check it out. It'll be back, though, for sure. Let's see. You've almost been going an hour. Time flies on these streams. Do you think the Flash movie will ever come out? Honestly, just scratch it at this point. I don't want to watch that. Just scratch it. I know it's like money down the drain for Warner Bros., but they've already made such awful decisions lately anyway. So why not? All right, so Aeon, I'll give you. This is for Everything Ever All at Once, right? The digital code for Everything Ever All at Once. Message me or comment on this stream, your email once it's done, or something I can send it to you with, and I will get you the digital code for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Honestly, that's the last one. The other movie is not from this year, and it doesn't even feel right to give away. So that's it for the digital code giveaways on the stream. All right. Would you rather watch Avatar the TV show or Avatar the movie? The TV show. I watched it when I was growing up as a kid, and I barely remember it. And I was like gonna react to it, and I was like, oh wait, I think I kind of remember it now. It's weird. I'll rewatch it at some point in my life, but the TV show it's not even close for me. Peace movie reviewers, have a good night. Let's see. Favorite Star Wars movie, the original. Avatar 1 or Avatar 2, the first one for me. Keep, Watch, Burn, the Batman, the Suicide Squad, and Peacemaker. Keep the Batman, watch the Suicide Squad, and burn Peacemaker, but I love Peacemaker. It adds so much to the Suicide Squad. Ben in the house. I shouted you out earlier in the stream, actually, for this dope Funko Pop back here. Thank you again for sending that, man. It means a lot. The Lion King rules. I'm dropping my end of the year list probably on the last 2 days of the year. That's why I usually do it like right at the end of the year. So I need to watch a few more movies. My TV one is I'm doing a top 10 favorite TV shows. That is set. I've watched a ton of TV this year. I already know my like list, but my movies I have to watch The Fabelmans and excuse me. That's really the only big one I need to see. Maybe Elvis, but there's no way I'm going to be able to see everything I want to see just because family gets, things get busy right around Christmas Day and this upcoming week. So like, I just got to go with what I've seen. I didn't watch as much this year as I did last year, but I think I've seen some solid movies for sure. Keep, Watch, Burn, the Bourne films, Mission Impossible, Daniel Craig, James Bond. I think I'm going to keep Mission Impossible because they're just getting better and better and more epic. I think I'm going to watch the Craig Bond movies and burn the Bourne movies just because the last two aren't that good. But the trilogy's solid. Let's see. I liked Tenet personally a lot. I saw it twice in theaters and really enjoyed it. I don't think it's that. I think it's confusing, but like not as confusing as it's made out to be, if that makes sense. Like obviously you have to pay full attention to Tenet and no one, I mean like it's like crazy some of the stuff that happens, but I think it's still there is a way to understand the movie in my opinion. Like multiple rewatches are required though. Let's see. All right. Yeah, the Lion King Funko Pop. Shout out, Ben. Everyone go subscribe to Me's reviews. I always have to shout him out when he's in here because he's the man. I never felt the need to rewatch The Boys. I rewatch episodes like leading up to the new season. Like I watched the first season and then I watched the second season as it was coming out. Like I caught up and then I was watching the second season weekly. The first season that I then rewatched with Cam, and I think the second season I rewatched. Since then, though, I don't think I rewatched actually. I think I watched moments before season 3, but like the rewatchability of The Boys isn't as high as other shows. But it's fantastic in my opinion. Still, nonetheless. Yes, I mean I could stare at that profile picture for hours. So, yeah. I love me some Joe Keery, and Joe like the music that he does. It's phenomenal. It's probably the number one thing I listen to right now is Joe. Both albums, fantastic. That's the kind of genre that I like too. I know a lot of people have commented before I should check it out, and I eventually was like, okay, I'm gonna check out Joe, and spelled DJO by the way. I love it. Favorite stand-up comedians? I used to love John Mulaney. I haven't listened to John Mulaney. I used to rewatch him, but I just haven't in forever. But I grew up as a kid. I loved to watch Gabriel Iglesias, like when I was like too young to be watching it. And then nowadays, like I don't watch a lot of stand-up comedy, but I know like I'm more so just clips on TikTok. That's kind of the stand-up I watch, I guess. Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura, they're hilarious. But Theo Vaughn might be the funniest person on the planet right now. Theo Vaughn is so damn funny. And every time I watch one of his videos, every time I scroll past one, I watch the whole thing and I end up laughing my ass off. Just the crazy shit that he says. It's hilarious. Did I watch Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon more as a kid? Probably Nickelodeon. iCarly, Drake and Josh, Victoria, Zoe 101, all those. But I love to watch the Clone Wars on Cartoon Network. Early MCU is gold. I agree. It's just it's not the best, but like Iron Man, the Avengers, Guardians, Winter Soldier. These are all movies that came out, from 08 to 2014. That was a great time. Let's see. I go Inglourious Bastards over Django, and Inglourious Bastards might be my outright favorite Tarantino. It's up there with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and like Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs, but Django is great too. Yeah, I'm getting a new Blu-ray collection video coming at the start of next year. It's been a whole year almost, so yeah. I'll be doing that soon for sure. By the way, I'll probably go for like 5 to 10 more minutes, so make sure to get your questions in if you haven't already. And if you want to guarantee that I get to your question or comment if I haven't been able to, Super Chat's the way to go. It's also a way to help support the channel. It would mean a lot. And be sure to hit the like button if you guys are in here right now. Let's get to as many likes as we can. And if you're here on the replay, hit that like button as well and drop some questions. I'll try and get to them on the replay version. All right, continuing on with the chat. Shawshank Redemption, phenomenal movie. Truly phenomenal movie. Like, not overrated at all. I've seen it a handful of times in my life, and I gotta watch it again soon. It's a great movie, just damn good. I wouldn't let you sleep in my room if you were growing on my ass. Great line. Yeah, great line. Buzz is an awesome character in those movies. I love Home Alone. I mean, that's one of my favorite movies of all time. Look what you did, you little jerk. I mean, there's so many like moments. Like, I remember as a kid laughing my ass off when the tarantula is crawling and then he whacks him with a damn crowbar thing, and it's just like he screams like a girl. It's just hilarious. Love the movie. Cobra Kai or the Karate Kid? I was talking about this literally yesterday with my friend. I think rewatchability wise, the entirety of Cobra Kai over the original Karate Kid, if that makes sense. But we wouldn't have Cobra Kai without the original Karate Kid, so it's kind of tough. But I love Cobra Kai. Like, it's easier to rewatch. Like I said, we've expanded upon the original Karate Kid too, so that's like, it's kind of tough. But yeah, Home Alone 3, underrated. It's a different kid actor. It's not Macaulay Culkin, but it's still solid. It's still solid. It's childhood. I haven't seen it in forever. There's 4 burglars. There's like a chip in one of his like toy cars. I liked it as a kid. I used to rent it from Hollywood Video and watch it, but it's not great from what I remember. Let's see. Top 5 Scorsese movies in no order: The Departed, Wolf of Wall Street, Goodfellas, Taxi Driver. Those are 4 that come to mind for me. For sure. You kind of remind me from the Ghostface guy from Scream 5. Are you referring to Jack Quaid, Huey from The Boys? Thank you, I guess. Favorite Leonardo DiCaprio role? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Rick Dalton for sure. Gotta be. I quote that movie all the time. My friends, it's hilarious. I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Such a cool movie. And Brad Pitt in that movie, that might be one of the coolest dudes ever in movies. Period. Keep, watch, burn Endgame, Infinity War, Wakanda Forever, or Black Panther. I'll burn Black Panther. I will keep Infinity War, and I will watch Endgame. Favorite Rocky movie? I'm gonna do a ranking when Creed comes out, but the first one is the best, and it'll always be that way. Favorite Harry Potter movie? Prisoner of Azkaban. Just did my rewatch. Love those movies. They're very immersive, and this rewatch really was the most enjoyment I've probably had with them. The more you rewatch, the more you kind of pick up on little things, and you just enjoy it more. Disney Plus or Netflix? I lean Netflix there with the original content for sure. iCarly or Drake and Josh? Drake and Josh. Come on, but iCarly is a really solid, like, spiritual sequel, I call it, because it's not directly related to it. Opinion on the Godfather trilogy? I've seen the first 2. It's been a long time. I really liked them. I have not seen the third one, but I want to rectify that. I want to watch it at some point, and then I can maybe do a ranking of the Godfather trilogy. We'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for the stream here. Right at the hour mark, we'll call it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out here. And again, if you're on the replay, thank you. Thank you. I know time zones are a weird thing. This was a fun stream. It's good to do, you know, a little hour-long stream, talk to you guys, do a little Q&A, you guys know, do a little digital code giveaway, which I will be reaching out to those of you who won. If you have messaged me on Instagram or email or any of that, I can definitely get those codes out to you. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Christmas week is upon us. It's going to be freezing cold, so stay warm out there wherever you guys live. 1 second. Water is so good. But yeah, I have some Cobra Kai reactions coming this week, some other videos, lots of shorts, and I'm gonna try to do weekly streams again. You know, it's maybe every other week, but it's still fun whenever I can do these. Heading into the new year, I got a ton of video ideas planned, stuff on Patreon, bunch of stuff. So stay tuned for all of that. Thank you guys, as always, for the support. Hope you have a great night and a great rest of your week. And I will see you guys in the next stream, next video, next short, all that good stuff. Have a great night, and until next time, we'll see you guys later.